by the Board of Education. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Star Ledger and Cablevision of Elizabeth on June 2nd, 2023. In addition, this notice is posted on the bulletin board in the lobby of 500 North Broad Street, and pursuant to this act, a copy has been filed with the City Clerk of Elizabeth. We wish to extend a warm welcome to everyone present to this June 10, 2023 meeting of the Board of Education. We're here to govern, provide management oversight, and make policy for the district. The superintendent manages the district. This is a meeting of the board in public, not a meeting of the public. This meeting is being recorded and will become part of the Elizabeth Board of Education permanent record. In order that the recording will adequately reflect the proceedings, please refrain from talking while others are speaking. The presiding officer may interrupt, warn, or terminate speaking when talking becomes personally directive, abusive, obscene, or irrelevant. We also ask that you silence the sound on your electronic devices. Since it is legally mandated that these proceedings be accurately recorded, we may have to ask for order periodically should noise begin to interfere with our recording capabilities. We are pleased that you have taken time this evening to join us for our Board of Education meeting. Thank you for your interest in the Elizabeth Public Schools. There will be a public portion for citizens to address the board. Participants for the public portion must personally sign in prior to the start of the meeting so that they may have the opportunity to speak. The sign-in sheet states the name, address, telephone number, and reason that the person wants to comment, whether it's an agenda item or a general education comment. Roll call. Barbosa.
Here.
Carvalho. Dorjali. Jacobs. Marina Ortega.
Present.
Neron.
Present.
Goncalves Pestana. Rivera.
Here.
Chevres.
Here. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Can we stand for the pledge to the leader, led by Commissioner Barbosa?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we open the public portion. Mr. Kennedy, can you read the statement for the public portion?
At this time, the microphones are open for public comment to those who have signed in prior to the session. I shall call individuals to the microphone based on the order of the sign-in. Each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes in duration. The total time of public comment shall be limited to 60 minutes. No individual is able to yield their time to another individual. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. No participant may address or question board members individually. The following rules for public participation shall apply. Time limits will be strictly enforced. No personal attacks on individuals. No vulgar or indecent language. A person may address the board no more than once during a single meeting. Speakers should refrain from naming individuals. Comments or questions posed during public participation will not be debated. As a reminder, this is a meeting of the board in public, not a meeting of the public.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. And the first participant, Maria Lawrence.
Good morning. The last time I was here, we had a former resident, Danielle Feinberg, who came here and talked about the ableist culture that is going on here at the Elizabeth Public Board of Education. Danielle was able to move away and secure a wonderful IEP for her child in a school district that is much more poor, receives much less funding than we do, and they're able to do everything for him there than Elizabeth with its multi-million-dollar budget could do. And also on top of the superintendent having DCF called, the Department of Child Family Services called to her home. Thank God Theo is thriving and doing very well. Regarding Danielle's comment at that meeting about the ableist culture, I saw the programs that came out for special needs. And it says here that students must be able to independently engage in self-care functions and must be willing and able to participate in and transition to and from group activities. This is for the special needs recreation program. Now, I'm going to read you what Linden does, and Linden does this. It's not the city or the Board of Education in Linden. This is the city group. It says acceptance will be based on the ability of the program to accommodate campers' needs and the number of available spots. That's the difference between Linden and here. Here, we have requirements. The children need to conform to your requirements. These are special needs kids. I don't know how you think that they must be willing and able to transition. Some of you on this board have special needs kids, and you know that's not always possible. So I don't understand where we develop this culture of discrimination for children with special needs, and we feel that they need to conform to us and not us to them, and not us be able to provide to them. That's a problem. So I see that today you have board goals, and how well did you do? That's probably one of your goals. You should make it not to be an ableist culture. The second thing you should do is not lie to parents. And I've talked about that at numerous board meetings where the superintendent has consistently lied to parents. There was an employee that was walking around here with ammunition in his truck and guns. There was nothing put out to the public about it. You guys swept it under the rug thinking it wasn't going to come out until it did. You weren't going to say anything. You all knew. Everyone in this room was complicit in knowing that you had a school employee that was walking around with ammunition in and out of school buildings, and then they found more stuff in his home. He got arrested, and no one said a stitch. And the superintendent at that board meeting lied and said he wasn't charged. I don't know who gets charged and thrown in a county jail and not be charged. I mean, help me explain. Help me understand that portion. In addition to that, the budget that was presented, the budget starts in July 1st until June 30th. The budget presented stated that there was
Okay. Thank you for sharing your concern. Your time is over. Well, we appreciate your concerns. Excuse. At this time, we close the public portion. Participation, Mr. Kennedy, I'm sorry, we request the motion to go to private to discuss the items, including in the agenda for this morning retreat. Can I have a motion?
Second.
Mr. Kennedy, the motion was being made and seconded. Can you roll call?
Barbosa,
Yes.
Dorsley, Jacobs, Marina Ortega,
Yes.
Neron,
Yes.
Rivera,
Yes.
Chevres.
Yes. Questions, comment?
Just want to thank Miss Adrian, Dr. Adrian, for all her great work that she's done with us, and to taking the time out to do some really deep dive and work to help really improve our district and really create breakthroughs each and every day with the challenging times that we're in. So thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you so much, Dr. Adrian, for your time and your dedication, and all the members to taking from your time to be here Saturday, and all the administrators and the staff to helping us to complete this retreat. May I have a motion and second to adjourn the meeting?
I second that motion.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Mr. Kennedy?
Barbosa,
Yes, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Dorjali, Jacob, Marina Ortega,
Yes.
Neron,
Yes.
Rivera,
Yes.
Chevrolet.